Hello, Flosstube land, everybody out there, all you stitching fanatics and lovers. It is I, Amber, Rogue Mama Stitcher. It is Thursday, September 7th, 2023, and I'm coming at you today with Flosstube number 44, and I'm going to be that old in November, so woohoo! Let's see. I have a life update. I have a couple of starts. I have some whips, and I have maybe a mini finish. So, and I do have some haul to show you. So life update. Today I must film because I have a day off, and I've been working about 30 hours per week, which is not quite full time, and that's okay. It's kind of, it's new for me to be back to work after about 11 years, working outside the home, and I'm walking around a lot, and so it kind of it's taking a little bit of getting used to, but I've been working this new job for about a month, over a month, and it's been an adjustment for everybody in my family, and it's good. Everybody's kind of learning to do a little more, be a little more independent, but also as a mom, it's I get nervous, I just because I get worried, but my boys are doing really well. My oldest is at work today, and my youngest is at school, and my husband is at work. So yeah, I have the house to myself for a few hours, and it's just an ideal time to take advantage and film a Flosstube. I wanted to film a few days ago, but that was not in the stars. So that was my life update. Things are going well. Toasty loves school. He's thriving there, and he just says he can't wait to go back the next day. He just really looks forward to it, so that's very nice. And yeah, so we should get to the whips, and also my model stitch, which is I know I'm going slowly on this. It's so hard when you're when you stitch so many different pieces. You have so many SALs. I have like over 40 now, but no regrets. So here's my 1874 Lizzie Petty Scottish sampler, restored by, it's a reproduction sampler restored by Northumberland Sampler House. And here is what I have worked on since last time I filmed. I got the motifs done at the bottom, and those two motifs, I believe, or three motifs rather, and I believe maybe I got her name done and her initials done there, and then this vase, yeah, and that's right before the house starts. So, and this is a 36 count Zweigart linen vanilla, and it is dyed by Anita at Northumberland Sampler House, and it is just, and I'm stitching this with the called for DMC 2/2, and it is just beautiful, just beautiful. I love it. The texture is just lovely. So yeah, I just absolutely love it. I don't know if you can tell with you're stitchers, right? You can tell that texture is just scrumptious. So I'm gonna get my needle minders off of that so I can put these on my board. Okay, and then next whip. Oh, did I say the size? I didn't say the size, and I will show the house. So this is not the whole picture, as it's not the whole piece. This picture that, is the example photo on the pattern, but the design size is 157 by 121, and it is approximately 11.2 inches by 8.6 inches. And so yeah, so my next part that I'm going to do is this motif, age, and then I will move on to stitching the house. So super exciting. And I have looked up the genealogy, the family history, the census that the Pettys are on, and they're a real family, and I've seen their old house. It's still in existence, and it's just so awesome to get that connection. So yeah, just, and one of these, the bigger initials is actually her brother. So this is Thomas Petty, her father, and Betsy Petty, but that's Elizabeth McGregor, was her mom's full name, and David Petty, her brother, and then Peter Petty, another brother. Isn't that sweet? She put the big initials for a couple of her brothers, but she had other siblings too, but those got the big one, big initials. So I just find that pretty cool and interesting. Kind of makes me wonder, like, oh, why? Were they particularly good friends or what? Because I don't think they were the oldest brothers necessarily. I think one of them was a younger brother and one of them was like middle brother or something. So yeah, I'm not sure why, but it's interesting. Okay, but yeah, I love that mint that pops on there. So pretty, that minty blue. Okay, so I'm gathering my needle minders to, should have done this before. Okay, there we go. Okay, and then I have my Cards of Hansel and Gretel by Soda Stitch, and I have done a color conversion on this piece. I've changed the chocolate donut, chocolate frosted donut, into grape frosting, purple, and then up here, then the lollipop that was pink into purple, the awnings that were white and yellow into white and purple. I have not changed Hansel or Gretel at all, and then I changed the witch into a brown-eyed witch instead of blue-eyed, and then the purple cowl was originally pink, and this, I believe this patch was yellow and this patch was pink. No, I think it was pink and then yellow, and so I changed it to purple and pink, and I love that. I like that she kind of is matching Gretel a little bit, not completely though with the too much pink. So I just love it. And this is stitched 2/2 on 32 count summer khaki as Weigart linen. And purple has just turned out so pretty. And I just love how that white pops on the summer khaki. And yeah, it's beautiful. That was my attempt at a screen grab. Oh, sorry. So that's exciting. Oh, and this is a SAL that Jordan, Tattooed Stitcher, she wanted to start the Cards of Alice, and by Sew Stitch, and I just piggybacked on that. I said, hey, can I join you, and I'll stitch Hansel and Gretel, Cards of Hansel and Gretel, and she says, yes, join, and the more the merrier kind of thing, and we just went to town stitching our own pieces, and hers is beautiful, and she's stitching the Cheshire Cat right now, and she's stitching it on a blue linen, like a light blue linen. But yeah, go and check her Flosstube out, check her Instagram out for her progress. I don't know if she's put Cheshire Cat on Instagram yet, but for sure on her Flosstube. So yeah, super exciting. I love it. I only have 2 more cards to go, and I just stitched the top of this just to make sure that I got this witch centered, because that would be so sad if I got that wrong through the to throw the whole thing off. So yeah, and oh, I keep bumping that. Okay, and the original with the pink cowled witch, and the patches are different. You know, you can see the differences. And the next two cards are the bird with the breadcrumbs and then the chocolates. So, and then the dimensions on this are 34 centimeters by, oh, actually, sorry, 30 centimeters by 36.5 centimeters. And the design size is 187 by 228. So each one is about 4,255 stitches, something like that. So if you could do the math, I've already done over 20,000, you know, stitches, close to 30,000 on that piece. So it's no small piece, you know, and I love it. It's been enjoyable because each piece is like its own mini finish, as Jaime Teeny Weeny Stitches told me, and that's always, I love that. Ever since she said that, I was like, yes, I can be satisfied every time I finish one of those that I did a finish. So kind of a finish. And then the next whip, getting it set up here. Alrighty, next whip. You can see all that. It's on a beautiful 36 count linen by Rolanda, handled by Rolanda. And there's some progress that I've made on this piece. It's the Shakespeare's Fairies. I'm stitching 2/2 with called for DMC. And I believe some AMO, I'll have to look at that. But isn't that gorgeous? So that's just the very, very edge of that pattern. It's actually quite, you know, quite doable. It's not really complicated. This piece, it looks like it could be, I think, but I have to find my, where'd I put it? Oh, I see. Okay, so it's actually mostly AMO and some DMC. It's a healthy mix of AMO and DMC that I'm using for this piece. So there it is, Shakespeare's Fairies by Nora Corbett from Mirabilia, and that's about right where I am, right there. So gorgeous, and I love how the green fabric looks with this as well. But I had this amazing piece of fabric by Rolanda. I just knew it had to be stitched with it, and yeah. So, and it has like a slight greenish, sort of maybe undertone to it, or just sort of accents here and there in the modeling, and I just absolutely love it. So it's going to be so exciting. And these purple lanterns in there, or sorry, not purple, orange lanterns are gonna look, just pop so wonderfully on the linen, on that purple and you know, sort of dirty looking linen. So I just love it. It's just gorgeous. So yes, I haven't stitched on it a lot in the last week. I've been stitching on other pieces, so I'll show you. But yes, beautiful. You can see the vision. I know you can. Yes. Okay. And I feel a little bit out of practice or something, because I don't know, just focusing on other things, trying to learn my job. Yeah. I guess I have a hard time like multitasking in life or something. I normally have just like a couple very distinct focuses at a time. So this is a little bit of a challenge to be kind of still making my focus on stitching and on work. Of course, always number one on family, but anyway. And it's good, like stitching it's just part of me. Like it'll never, I don't know. Like, I mean, I can temporarily lose my stitching bug, but that doesn't last long when that's happened. So, okay, and my next whip is the Aphrodite Mermaid by Nora Corbett from Mirabilia. Isn't that beautiful? Yes, and I'm stitching this on a 28 count solo jaslyn, Lugana, I believe, and I'm stitching 3/2, and I believe it's mostly DMC with some AMO and CXC. Yes, I think it's mostly, yes, it is mostly DMC with maybe like 1 or 2 AMO and CXC. But yeah, this has gone kind of a little faster than I was expecting. Yeah, so let's see, I'm about right here and working my way over here, and excited to get to this. A lot of black. It really makes the neon blue pop, and I love the, you know, the light greens. They're very beautiful. And yeah, I'm just super excited. I'm finally stitching this after having it for so long. And the dimensions on this one are 146 by 264, and finished design size should be 10 inches by 19 inches. So yeah, it's just cute, gorgeous. I was gonna say, I don't know what I was gonna say, gorgeous or beautiful, cute, I don't know. Anyway, so super exciting. And Jordan's working on that big tail fin, like that real flourishing kind of, you know, decorative tail fin, and she says it's enormous. And I believe she's coming out of a shell, and the shell is also enormous, but I'm, you know, like I think I'm probably just not looking forward to doing the flesh color so much up here. So I'm thinking maybe I'm going to try to do the bulk of this before I even get up here. I know it sounds weird, but I get kind of, maybe I just kind of get bored with the flesh color. I don't know, I guess. Even though it's beautiful, you know, and her hair is super cool. Yeah, so there was that. So meager, but wonderful progress. All right, and my next whip, whoa, it's actually a start. I can't remember if I even showed this fabric in my last Flosstube or not, but this fabric is the Stitchy Ferret, 28 count Lugana. I bought this a while back. She was having a sale, and I got so excited that she was having a sale, and I believe she said she was having car trouble. Yes, she said she was having car trouble, and she needed to just sell really fast, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'll buy something. So it was for a good cause, and it was just perfect with this Alice and Bunny boy. And this is the original, the example picture, and it's by Soda Stitch. So this is where I'm at right here on the piece, and the design size is 38 centimeters by 21 centimeters. So yeah, and 122 by 109, and you can just see how great it pops on here. This is the first design of Soda Stitches that I've done that has this kind of black, you know, just just the regular full stitches to, you know, define an outline, you know, lines in the piece instead of just back stitching. So those who do not like back stitching, that is a, you know, a selling point, I would think, for them. It's a new idea for me to do it like this, to make an outline of the, you know, defining lines of the piece with full stitches. But I like it. I think it's fun. You know, it's quick. So yeah, so I love it. So that's what I'm doing in stitching 3 over 2. And I'm really excited to stitch these pants, these striped pants. I love stripes for some reason in designs. And I'm super excited to stitch Alice's socks. So, and of course the mushrooms and the cat and the cards and pretty much everything. But yeah, so super exciting. Yeah. So, and I'm stitching with all the called for DMC. And here is the beautiful project bag stitched by Erin, the stay-at-home stitcher. I knew specifically I was going to stitch Alice and Bunny Boy one day, and so I asked her to make this out of my spare fabric that I used for masks. I have an Alice mask like this in this fabric. So anyway, so she did a great job. I love it. So I forgot to say that the 2 Nora Corbett Mirabilia pieces that I'm stitching right now, I am probably going to be bringing to the Queen City Stitch Retreat, and those definitely were inspired by the fact that I'm going to be going to the Queen City Stitch Retreat, and you know, meeting Nora Corbett and meeting a lot of Nora Corbett fans, I assume, Mirabilia fans. And I also failed to mention that I started those because Amanda, Lucky Chance Stitcher, Bernadette, Burn Stitches, and Jordan Tattooed Stitcher, all my very good friends, we all did a slumber party, Fancy Ladies slumber party a few weeks ago, and we all started, you know, several Fancy Ladies. And yeah, so those were 2 of the Fancy Ladies pieces that I had started out of 4, I believe. But yeah, so those, yeah, I'm just super excited about them. So yeah, if you're gonna go there, those should be there with me. And I think I might bring Halloween Fairy by Nora Corbett, but that's yet to be decided. Okay, so my next start, because Alice and Bunny Boy was a start and a whip now, and I know I had told you my plans for that one, and then also my plans for this one. But see, this is what the orange fabric looks like. I cannot for the life of me get it to show up accurately on Instagram. I do not know why, but this piece is for the Witchy Stitchy, so Stitchy for Witchy SAL. And, you know, I thought this for a good cause, and I always love the Witchy Stitchers designs. I've been seeing them on Instagram for years, and I just love them all. And this is such a cool piece, and Lindsay at Cat Fur and Stitches, she saw I started this and she was like, I'm gonna start mine too. And she has just stunning fabric. I mean, her fabric, I mean, not, you know, not like it's a competition, but her fabric was like even more perfect, you know, for hers. And I thought, well, you know, it pretty much blows my fabric out of the water, but I don't really care because I love mine too. But go check hers out if you haven't seen hers yet. Hers is amazing. I think maybe she finished it. I've been kind of like, I haven't been able to get on Instagram like compared to how much I could before. But yeah, hers is amazing. So, but this is mine and I absolutely love it too. All I need to do now is stitch the candy and then, you know, across here and then like the stars and I think some French knots. that are really pretty accents to the piece, and the candy makes it hilarious. But so this is called Fall Orange. The fabric is called Fall Orange, and it is by 2-Dye-4 Fabrics, and it's a 28 count Lugana, and the stitch count is 112 by 76, and it's 8 inches by 5.5 inches. And I have stitched with the called for DMC, some CXC, 3/2. Yeah, so it's a zombie candy corn with his zombie candy corn army and his little brain sticking out of the top of his candy head. It's so funny. I love it. So yeah, it's about like that. That's the color. Really beautiful. I love it. Okay. But yeah, I really went to town on that one, where, you know, I was kind of surprised how fast it was stitching up. It really did stitch up fast. So if you're interested, you should go join that SAL and pick up something awesome. Oh, and Maxine at Nightmare Before Stitchmas, I saw that she was doing the Stitchy for Witchy SAL, and oh my gosh, it was hers. It's like a hearse. And I think, was it the Get and Loser We're Going Haunting or something? It was really cool. I love Maxine's taste. So yes, I was just like, I have to do one too. Maxine is so cool. All right, so then my next start that I've been talking about since last year is this piece. It's the Midnight Watch by Blackbird Designs. There. That is what it will look like. And it's just gorgeous. Steve, the Crafty Stitchers, with Steve and Heather. Heather in Stitches on Instagram. Crafty Old Menick. Also Steve's account. And Heather's Heather in Stitches on Instagram. Sorry if that was very randomly out of order stated. So yeah, so I think they both have stitched this. I think Steve finished his, and Bernadette's joining me. She ordered this. She's getting this in the mail. So I'm super excited that she's joining me because it'll motivate me even more to stitch this faster. So, but I love it. And oh gosh, I can't wait to do this cat and this moon. I wanted it almost, I was really thinking of getting more progress done before I started filming today. And I'm like, no, I just have to film because it's never going to happen if I don't do it now. So I don't have as much progress as I wanted to show you because, I mean, it's really beautiful on this fabric. Okay, sorry. So I originally was going to stitch it on some other Northumberland Sampler House fabric, but then Anita dyed some more. I'm getting different, I was going to get different fabric out, but now I'm not seeing it. But anyway, so she dyed the 36 count sand linen. It's not, there we go. So yeah, 36 count sand, that's this color. And I am also having a hard time getting it to show up right on Instagram. Like, the color is pretty warm. I really like that warm color. You know, so maybe if I let a little bit of white show, yeah, so it's about like that warm. And yeah, that's as far as I've gotten. And yeah, so with the 36 count, just stitching 2/2. You can see the beginnings, the humble beginnings of my cat. The arching cat on the moon. And look at this fabric. I just love this fabric. Oh, I'm so glad I snatched up this snatch the sand color up. It's so pretty. So beautiful. It's not quite showing up. So yeah, more like that. So yeah. Yeah, see that? I love that border. I think that border is really fun. I'm enjoying that border. And it's really not that big of a piece. Sorry. Okay. So the size of this piece is let's see, 123 by 219. And this the example picture was actually the model was stitched on a 30 count, and I don't quite have my math out right now to see how big mine is going to be, but on a 30 count it'll be it would be 8 1/4 inch by 14 2/3 inches. So there you have it. And I was going to show you, I bit the bullet and I actually bought a bunch of fancy floss for this pattern, the called for. And yeah, I was going to show you. It's a little messy now. I took a photo for Instagram because I couldn't wait anymore. And, you know, it's hard for me to keep it all pretty. But there's the floss toss. Look at that. Aren't those beautiful colors? My goodness. So pretty. So these are Weeks Dye Works, the Gentle Arts, and Classic Color Works. So really quite a beautiful array. And these are slightly variegated, as you know, you all know, I'm sure. You know, those of you into fancy flosses. And you know, I'm stitching another Blackbird's designs without fancy floss. It's the name is escaping me right now, but I was a little bit disappointed with when I started stitching the house, how that turned out without having a fancy floss. So but I'll keep going on it. But yeah, that was an eye-opener. Like, you with some of these pieces, like probably, I don't know, probably more like the modern primitives. I think you do need the fancy floss because I think they're designed for the fancy flosses, probably. You know, which makes sense. So, you know, just I gotta bite the bullet sometimes. So with my second paycheck, I was like, okay, I'm gonna get the fancy flosses for that. Yeah, I think that was it for that one. Oh, wait, what was I gonna, oh crud, I forgot. Oh no, I remember. Okay, so there was I think there might be discrepancy with what's on 1 2 3 stitch, possibly what's required for this. I kind of didn't understand. There's like 2 ginger snaps that they say is required for from Classic Color Works, but okay. So for the moon, it says that this color, ginger snap, is the color. And so maybe it's not on 1 2 3 stitch. Maybe it's just on the pattern that's wrong, because I think it's actually toasted marshmallow by, let's see, I think it's Classic Color Works. No, roasted marshmallow, Gentle Arts. See, I think that's the one that looks like the moon to me, not ginger snap by Classic Color Works. Like, it just doesn't. Yeah, so I think what happened was, you know, the pattern said it was called for this, and it doesn't quite make sense. But 1 2 3 stitch actually did have this as a required color, and I think that's for the moon, but I don't see it. The roasted marshmallow, it's not on the list of the fancy flosses, so that I'm finding. But you know, maybe there's a note somewhere, maybe I missed something, but I don't think that ginger snap, the 2 skeins of ginger snap should have been by Classic Color Works, should have been in there. There is a different ginger snap by I think it's Weeks Dye Works that did belong in there. So I don't know, just a heads up. So, oh no, it was the Gentle Arts Ginger Snap that was required, and that's quite different. It's an orange, so not a light yellow. Anyways, just to, you know, save you $5 or so. And that's the project bag I'm doing. I'm sure the audio's off now because I need to empty the storage into my, or you know, onto an external from my phone, and I edit from my phone. So I'm so sorry if the audio's off, just like last time, and like when I had to edit because I accidentally showed a little bit of the pattern of that Blackbird design. So my bad. So let's see, what else did I have to show you? So I got some haul, and the first, I'm so excited because I finally got some Nicholas Flamel fabric because I was really wanting to get some after I saw Bernadette show hers. And here's what I got. Hawaiian Flowers is this. It's from a pack, and it's a 36 count linen, and he was just awesome. He's on Instagram. He sells from there too. And yeah, so that is gorgeous. And then this is Parrot. I'm sorry, I'm trying to find my little card. Oh, and just Parrots. It's called Parrots. So there. Just gorgeous. Also 36 count, came in that pack. And I got another one. I actually don't even know what I'm going to use those for. I just got them because they're gorgeous, and when Bernadette showed hers, I really wanted them. So then I got this piece, which is a fat half, and I was trying to get it for the tiny modernist zodiac piece. I can't even show all this fabric when I'm sitting in this chair. So this is also a 36 count, just absolutely gorgeous. So I was trying to get it for this piece. Samantha, Hugo Stitcher, she's stitching this piece, the zodiac signs, the SAL from 2021, and I just love this piece so much. Watching her stitch it has been thrilling. But yeah, so I don't know, like I was trying to get something darker. I thought this was going to be darker, and it turned out just so, just as like kind of my usual colors. I just thought it was going to be a lot darker, but it's so gorgeous, you know. Should I use it? Like, it's not going to stand out like Samantha's does. So that's what I was hoping for. So yeah, just I'd love to hear your opinions. So yes, so that's it. So that was a start plan. Yeah. Sorry. Okay, and then Bernadette and Jordan were like just completely just like angels, like just so sweet. Like they had my back. Like I was at an appointment, and they knew I couldn't be there when Rolanda put her fabrics on for sale a few weeks ago, and in the chat they're like, what's the fabric count Amber likes? What's the kind of fabric she likes? And you know, and Jordan was like 28 count, and so Bernadette, she's like, should I get it for her? And she's like, yeah, grab it for her, because they knew I wanted a rainbow piece that Rolanda was doing for us, because we were requesting it from her. And so Bernadette went and snatched this up for me, and I, you know, eventually, you know, she mailed it to me, and I paid her back. And you know, but like, you can't replace that. You can't pay back for people just having your back, really. I mean, like, I did not expect that, and it's, I don't know, like I just was like, look at this piece, it's just amazing. I would have been so sad if I missed that. So totally priceless, to have friends like that in your life. And so this is a 28 count Lugana, so thank you again, Bernadette and Jordan, for having my back. Yeah, just, I guess maybe I'm, yeah, it's rare. It's rare to find friends like that, to find friends like you guys. So thank you very much. And that know you so well, you know, that actually know me and my taste so well. It's different for me. Because I mean, you don't know a lot of, normally we don't know a lot of people who cross stitch, you know, super into it like you are. And then my other haul is that I got one of these stands, which has been great. Velka Pataki, or Velki. Yes. It's so pretty. Love it. And this yellow, it's really quite intuitive for a cross stitcher. It took a year, about almost a year to get here. And it's wonderful. So super exciting. I kind of tend to just like want to hold my piece and stitch on it, and that's not good for one side. And stitching left-handed is, I don't want to mess up my stitches by learning that if I'm not forced to, I guess. So sorry about that clatter. And I believe that's all. I believe that's all I had to share with you. I apologize again about the audio probably being off. So now if you stuck with me all the way to, oh, I remember, I got this box also for my fancy flosses. It's to go with my other 2 boxes that I got from Joann's. Bought it online. Isn't that cool? So it's a smaller box than my the ones that hold like the CXC and ammo, but so cool. Like Bernadette was literally in Paris when I got this, or ordered it, I think. So more fancy flosses in there, and some Krynic. Maybe I'll put my beads in there. I don't know. No, probably not. I'll just set it for beads. So pretty cool. Love it. And now for the giveaway winners. So thank you for sticking with me this far, and thank you to all the new subscribers and to everybody who has shouted me out. I'm certain I haven't watched everybody's Flosstube yet who shouted me out, and please do forgive me for that. And I have watched some Flosstubes that I have probably been forgetting to comment on. Yeah, it's been kind of more difficult. So all right, so I finally figured out how to do the YouTube random comment picker, because there were a lot of comments. I was not expecting as many for the giveaways. So yeah, so I will announce them now. So for Elf Tree, the pattern Elf Tree, basically I'm doing this because I hit 1,500 subscribers, and I wanted to do 1 giveaway per 500, and that is what I'm going to do now. So for this Elf Tree pattern, the winner is Mr. Hicks' wife, and the comment is, congrats on the new job, finishes, and the 1,500 subscribers. I love your little snake on the animal pet shop. I could not pick between the puppy bakery or Elf Tree or the mushroom. All are so cute. Happy stitching. So congratulations, Mr. Hicks' wife. Please find me on Instagram at Rogue Mama Stitcher and message me. I need your address. I need you to be over 18, and yeah, so I can send this to you. Elf Tree. So that is the winner of Elf Tree. And then and I just decided I'm just gonna send you Puppy's Bakery the next person as well, because there were so many more comments than I expected that I would like to root bird you. So Puppy's Bakery goes to Sean Wenrich, and her comment was, congrats on your subscribers. I always enjoy your videos so much. Your projects and stitching are beautiful. I have a 6-month-old miniature Australian Shepherd puppy. I haven't had on in over 20 years, and he's a handful, but I love him so much. I wish your son all the best with school. I hope you like your new job. I'm sure everything will work out. It always does. Take care. So thank you so much, Sean. That was really kind. And so just find me on Instagram and send me a message with your address, and I will send that over to you. So congratulations. And for the Mill Hill Mushroom Kit, the winner is Christine Lereggen, Lereggen, and she says, so many fun projects. Love the elf tree and mushroom. So congratulations, it's yours. So again, message me, Instagram, address. And Allison Norris is the winner of these two Dirty Annie's Happy Cutie, Camper Cutie projects, patterns. Oh my gosh. It's all about the journey and happy camper. Congratulations, Allison. Please, Allison Norris, send me your address via Instagram. And she says, congratulations, cute summer patterns, happy camper. So yeah, so for happy camper, there were 7 comments. For the mushroom piece, mushroom kit, there were 20 comments. And for Puppy's Bakery, there were 15 comments. And for Elf Tree, there were 29 comments. So that was a lot. More than I'm used to, at least. So that's awesome. Thank you so much, everybody, for participating in that and for being so awesome and supportive and enjoying my projects with me. And the last item I wanted to show you, I didn't forget about, really, but it's, oh, opening that bag, sorry, that was loud. But I did want to show you, because I haven't actually started stitching on it yet, but I'm going to. It's for my Round Robin Pinup Girls. Maggie sent me Mary's piece. So we've stitched this one as a group and stitched that one. And now we're on to this cute little lady with her champagne and her feather boa. And boy, she is a doll, isn't she? So I'm super excited to stitch her. And that will be on Mary's piece. So it's a beautiful, beautiful piece. I love it. So yeah, I can't wait to stitch on this. So there's Mary and Maggie. Aren't they adorable? Oh, they did such a great job. I respect their stitching abilities so much. So it is a privilege to be stitching alongside of these talented stitchers. And Maggie, thank you so much for your sweet name on above my address for me. She's always like, when she sends me something, it's the amazing Amber or something like that, Amber the Amazing, and I just love that. It gives me such a boost, because you know, most of the time I'm not like, oh, I'm amazing. I don't like feel like that. So I just feel appreciated, and I just love that. So thank you so much, Maggie, and I appreciate you too. And I just love your personality. You know, and your humor. It's awesome. So yeah. Oh, and I wanted to give a shout out to a new Flosstuber. She is the Lenora at the Fox's Cottage, and she is a very artistic, creative person, and her mother Linda also is filming with her, and she is also a cross stitcher, But Lenora has, she's done embroidery, and she also did a finish for a Mirabilia that was done with, you know, kind of like, it's not quite a shadow box. I am not sure. I'm not like a very avid crafter of like all crafts, like wood crafts and things like that. But it's, I think it might have a clear door that closes. So it's kind of like a shadow box, I think. But it's got a door, I believe. But she did like a whole design of, you know, like inside of the shadow box, kind of accenting her Mirabilia piece. It was really beautiful. You know, with different crafts sort of that matched it. I don't know, like, if that makes sense. You should go check her out though, the Fox's Cottage. And she's also stitching Soda Stitch. She joined my first Soda SAL, and yeah, so I mean, she's a talent. Oh, and she's designed a piece called, I think it's like the candy corn dress girl or something, and I'm gonna stitch that, as I love the design of, oh, I got a kitty over here bumping the tripod. But yeah, it's like, it's a candy corn dress, and it's kind of vintage looking, kind of Holly Hobbit-ish looking, but super cute with Halloween, you know, festivities on it. So yeah, go check them out. And I will talk with you all later, and happy stitching, happy crafting. And again, I'm so sorry. I'm sure the audio is going to be off. Please, you know, forgive me and love me regardless. And I love you guys. Take care.